YouTube. What's up, guys? Got another CD video for you. I bought so much fucking shit in the last month or so. I really wanted to show that, but it would honestly, I'll probably break it up into 2 or 3 videos. Fucking Eli's been buying shit again. Every time I say that I'm not going to, it's it's not gonna happen. So I got a lot of cool shit to show, but I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna try to space them out. So I'll go back into my my CD collection. Right now we're listening to Demonomantic from Sweden. I don't know, I try not to turn it up too loud because it's a fucking blistering, chaotic mess of, it's kind of Black Death, war metal stuff, if you will. Album is called Grail of Deformed Evilness. Pretty good stuff, man. I'm not the best judge on the on this kind of stuff. I gotta listen to it a bunch of times to really soak it in, because as much as I do like this kind of music, a lot of these bands really are kind of interchangeable. I hate to say that, but it's really true. But it's decent stuff. My first listen, and I'll probably listen more. So, anyways, yeah, let me grab my shit. I got 10 CDs as usual. Didn't have them quite ready this time, so I apologize. Fuck. All right, let's do this. We're in the D's in my collection, so we'll start with Dark Funeral, Secret of the Black Arts. This is I think this is a repress. I could be wrong. This might be a No Fashion original pressing. I don't know. Anyway, it came out originally on No Fashion. Yeah, I think it's an original. Anyways, Dark Funeral, we all know them. It's their first album. You know, it's got the classic Necrolord cover art. Look at it again. I'm going to force you to. Dark Funeral. Fuck, man. I really don't want to talk about them because they're one of those bands that just... I don't want to say controversial, but so many people like to bitch about them. Nobody said they were the best band ever. I like them all right. I mean, they're not one of my favorite bands by fucking any means, but I don't know, they're okay. By the way, I'm kind of out of order. I meant to go in alphabetical order, now I'm going backwards. But anyways, Dark Funeral. I liked them, when I was more getting into black metal, as a lot of people do. I kind of started to get tired of them, and I kind of started to understand the people that, they're just kind of a mess of blast beats and just fast, repetitive, boring black metal. But I don't know, like a year ago, last time I listened to them, I was kind of under the influence, and I was listening, and I don't know, I kind of appreciated them. I feel like the riffs were really resonating with me. It might have been because I was inebriated, but I don't know. My interest in Dark Funeral goes up and down, but I certainly don't hate them. And if you hate them, I don't want to hear about it. Get in line, I guess, right? Next, I have Dark Funeral in the Sign. To be honest, I don't remember even what this fucking is. It's earlier material, I know that much. Back when Black Moon was still in the band. Really early. I think this is material from before their first full length. But I don't fucking remember. Oh, here we go. Tracks 1 through 4 recorded in '94. So yeah, this is fairly old material. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I've ever heard this. But yeah, more Dark Funeral stuff for you guys to bitch about. Next, we have another band who, a lot of you probably won't be a fan of, but I think some of their stuff is actually pretty good. That's going to be Dark Fortress with the Eidolon album. I think this is one of their best albums, personally. I've heard all their stuff. There's a song on here that's got guest vocals by Tom G. Warrior, and that's pretty cool. I don't know, what would you call this melodic black metal from Germany? It's pretty good. I like this album quite a bit. I wouldn't say I listen to it real often, but yeah. Next, we got some shit from Danzig. Shit, I'm just showing stuff that none of you like. Well, some of you might. But here is Black Aria 2. This is not a Danzig metal album. This is actually, this is when he was going by Glenn Danzig, and this is not metal at all. This is like, I don't know, it's ambient stuff, I guess you could call it. Soundtracky ambient stuff that he did. He did 2 of these albums, and fuck, man, I couldn't tell you what they sound like. I don't remember. I don't even know if I've ever heard this one, but this is Black Aria 2. This came out on his label, Evil Live, in Megaforce Records. Anyways, I don't know, this came out 10 years ago, maybe. I don't think I've ever listened to that. I also have the first Black Aria, which this is a pretty cool digipack, actually. You fucking open it up like that, and, stuff. This one, I know I've heard this album, but honestly, I don't know if I've heard it more than once. And, you know, there's Danzig looking cool with his shirt off like usual. I think I listened to it once, and it was a long time ago. Like I said, I remember it sounding kind of ambient, soundtracky, keyboardy. I don't know. It's not metal, though. I know that much. But yeah, there's that. Now we just have some regular Danzig stuff. Like I said, we're going backwards because I grabbed a stack and I started at the top instead of the bottom. So anyways, there's his newest album. I did show this when I bought it not too long ago. Black Laden Crown. I know. Comic booky cover art. There's the back. What can I say about this? I mean, I thought it was a pretty decent album, actually. I was going into it anticipating to hate it and thinking it was going to sound like shit, and it doesn't, man. It's not super catchy by any means, but it is heavy and it is well done. I mean, I only listened once or twice, so I can't give you any kind of track breakdown or anything like that, but I'm surprised that I liked it and I actually thought it was pretty good. I mean, Danzig is, how old is he? He's got to be like 60 years old. We all know his voice isn't what it used to be, you know, when he was in his 20s. But one thing I can say about him, and, you know, other singers should take note, is that he knows what he can and can't do with his voice these days, and he utilizes it really well. You know, he doesn't try to hit notes that he can't hit anymore. His voice is more of a low, raspy. Still sounds like him, you know, of course, but I don't know. I just feel like he utilized his voice very well, you know, to the best of his abilities, and he didn't try to do things that he can't do, which is where some of the, you know, more classic singers fail. They try to pull off shit that they used to be able to do, and they end up just sounding like fucking retards. But really good, man. Really good job. I like what I like that aspect of the music. Next we have, I've had this album forever, probably since it came out, and I've always really liked this album. This is from 99? I thought it was older than that. I think it says 99. Anyway, this is his 6th album, which you can call it 666 Satan's Child. I've always thought that was a really cool cover. Danzig as like some kind of superhero demon guy. There's the back, you know, hot devil chicks. Like, you know, I always wondered, as a kid, I wondered this, and I still wonder, kind of, just like, is that just like his life? You think if you went over to his house, does he just have like these hot Satan-looking chicks walking around in bikinis and stuff? That's the Danzig I wanna believe in. But anyway, this album is pretty good. I go back and forth with it, to be honest. Sometimes I really liked it when it came out, when I was younger. Loved this album. Sometimes I'll listen to it now, and I'll think it's kind of boring. Sometimes I'll think it's pretty cool. This was after there was a lineup change. Although the lineup change might have been a couple albums before this. Anyway, I think he had this lineup for a good couple years at this point. So it's not, you know, it's not the classic lineup with like Eerie Von and, you know, Chuck Biscuits and shit. It's this is when he got some dudes from like some hardcore bands or something like that. I think. I don't know. Anyway, it's a different lineup. It's not the classic lineup. It's not the classic Danzig type sound. This is more. It's more of I don't know, like an industrial metal album, I guess you could call it. I wouldn't call it really an industrial album. I mean, it doesn't sound like I don't know. It's more of a, you know, it's a metal album with industrial touches, because that shit was popular at the time. I don't know, the best track I'd have to say is 13, which is the song that he wrote for Johnny Cash. I've never heard, nothing against Johnny Cash, but it's not my cup of tea. He's cool and all. But anyway, he wrote that song for Johnny Cash. I haven't heard Johnny's version, but Glenn's version is fucking sick. It's a great fucking song, man. It's worth getting the album just for that song. Next, like I said, we're going back instead of forward, but which is really throwing me off. We got Danzig 5, Black Acid Evil. I used to call it Black Acid Devil when I was younger, but I think it's really Black Acid Evil. Not by any fucking means one of his better albums. In fact, this is probably the weakest Danzig album in his entire discography. I think. Kind of cool, I like that. But this is also an industrial tinged album. I only listened to it once or twice because I didn't hate it all, but I liked parts of it, but I don't know, I didn't care much for it. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it sounds even more industrial than that 6th album does. It's just, I don't know. It's probably Danzig just trying to stay relevant in a time when, you know, that industrial shit was really popular and trendy, and I don't think it was right for him. It just didn't fit his style too well. At times, like on this album right here, this is Danzig 4. This digipack is beat to fucking shit. I've had this forever. It's still in one piece. But anyway, this album is really good. This is one of the best Danzig albums, and this is kind of when he started to add the industrial touches, and he did it a lot more tasteful on this one. It still sounds like classic Danzig, but with, you know, industrial touches here and there, sparsely used, and it works really fucking well. Had he continued down that path and not gone, you know, almost full on industrial, it would have worked. You know, it would have worked better if he'd have stayed in this vein. But you know, he tried to push it too far, and it didn't work. But this album is great. I think I've always gone back and forth between the first 4 albums. You can ask me on, you know, every year since I was a kid, I would always say my favorite Danzig album is different. It's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So I don't know. It's definitely one of his best albums. I don't know what I would nowadays. I would say 3 is probably my favorite. But this album, it's really fucking good. Like I said, classic Danzig sound with you know, industrial touches, done fairly tastefully, I think. I mean, I don't know. It's good. It's good. It's heavy. It's slightly experimental, but not, you know, full retard. Good stuff. Now this is the last one for tonight, so thanks for hanging in there. We got Thrall Demon Sweat Live. You can tell I've also had that one for a long time. Some classic, really cool cover art. Frank Frazetta looking cover art. I don't know who painted it. I think it might be that guy that did like, and I don't know this for a fact, but it does look like the guy that did like some of those early Hyrax covers. Not Pusshead, but not early, but actually some of the later Hyrax covers. I don't know. He did, you know, like the first couple Creator covers. Did Endless Pain and Pleasure to Kill. I don't know. That might be that guy, don't you? Fuck, it looks like a Creator cover. Anyways, this is a live album, obviously. Probably got that from the title. It's a live album, but it's got 3 new songs, which is cool, and they're good songs. It also has it's got 3 live tracks. He does Sistinas, which is a song from his 3rd album. He does that live on this album. I actually like this live version better than the original. Really fucking good song. One of his best. And one of my favorite metal songs of all time. It's barely a metal song, actually, but it's great. So anyway, I really like that. The 3 new tracks are solid. They're good. And what this album is also known for is, I don't want to say remix, but he did I don't know how it's even different. It's called Mother, what's it called? Mother 92? Isn't that what they call it? Yeah, it's called Mother 92. I don't know what's different about it. I don't know. Maybe it's the song Mother. I don't know what he added to it or anything. Or anyway, but anyways, that 92, this is kind of when he got really popular from that re-releasing Mother. I don't know. I just remember that from when I was like 10 years old. His popularity kind of surged and probably peaked too, because after 92, I don't want to say it was all downhill, but there was not a whole lot of gas left in the tank, and everything after this would be pretty up and down. I don't know. I don't think anything he's ever done was real terrible. Albums 5 and 6 are probably at the bottom of the heap, but he would go on to do, in his later career, some pretty good albums. Danzig 7, which I got rid of years ago and I shouldn't have. It was a really fucking good album. Danzig 7 is really good. Some of the stuff after that is pretty solid too. It's not bad. He's still got it. I mean, it's not like it was in the 80s, but he's still got some shit left in him. So anyway, I'm done rambling. Sorry if I don't know if anything I said made any sense. I'm really tired. I just got off work. Yeah, that's 10 CDs. I got plenty more to show. I haven't been in too much of a mood, to record videos lately, but I do get inspired when I watch some of your guys, and then I'll go record one. But like I said, I got a lot of shit that I'll show you soon. I got more vinyl to show. Got lots of stuff to show. Shout outs, which I don't do them too often because I don't not that I don't want to, yeah, not that I don't want to do them or anything like that, but my channel's not super big or super popular, so I mean, it's not like I'm gonna boost anyone up or anything. But I've been watching a lot of Brain Smashers videos. Ben, I've told you this. Yeah, I've been really digging his videos lately. Marty Worm. Since I've seen all his new videos, I've actually, or all his current videos, I've actually been going back and watching his old videos that I haven't seen. So I've been really enjoying those. Like I said, Justin Stubbs, I've watched all 6 of his videos so far. They're all awesome. And you guys are probably all aware of this guy, but and I've been too, but I don't think I ever really started watching his videos until recent. And that is the metal theologian, Aaron. I've been watching his videos lately, and man, that guy is one of you all know him, I think, but definitely one of the best metal YouTubers. He definitely deserves his nickname. Yeah, one of the best YouTubers out there, and his content is great. So I've only watched a few of his videos, so I don't know all, I can't say all that he shows. So far I've seen metal, which is all I really want to see, but and also jazz. I don't know anything about jazz, but it's cool to learn. So yeah, that's been awesome. Really unique style that he has. He also shows, at least all the videos I've seen, he'll start by drinking like an obscure soda. I don't know if he's a beer guy. A lot of people, will do beers. They'll bring a beer on and like, hey, this is this and that, and he does kind of like that, but with sodas. It's really cool, like root beers and cream sodas and shit. I don't know. That might sound dumb the way I describe it, but it's not. It's really cool, and it's unique. So anyways, check out Metal Theologian if you haven't, and hell, if you haven't checked out Brain Smasher and Marty Worm, check them out too. I can 100% promise they won't be a waste of your time. Justin Stubbs also. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, but I'm done now. So thanks for stopping by. Cheers. Talk soon.